Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about the pharmacy industry, and I am Carrie the pharmacist. Welcome back to my channel, and I am just going to reflect on the pharmacy industry in Canada. And I've been working in Canada for 14 years as a pharmacist. I've worked with private industry and private retail pharmacy and corporate, so the big pharmacies like Rexall, Shoppers. I've worked with those companies, and I've worked with smaller community pharmacies. So I'm going to speak from that perspective because that's where my experience is in. So I noticed there's a big disconnect between the business of pharmacy and pharmacy profession. And let me explain what I mean. So we graduate from pharmacy school, we do a 4-year degree, or we do a 5-year doctorate. Don't quote me on that, but I know it is more than 4 years because 4 years was my degree. So you leave school with this pharmacy knowledge. You know how to be a pharmacist, you know how to run a pharmacy, but they don't teach us in school how to run our own pharmacy, how to manage our own pharmacy. When I was going to school, we were focusing on the therapeutics and the pharmacology and the drugs and chemistry and all that, and the anatomy. So we come out with that wealth of knowledge, and we come out knowing that, okay, we want to help people, we want to heal sick people, and we'll do that with dispensing drugs and counseling them and letting them feel well again. But there's also that business aspect of pharmacy, which I call the business of pharmacy, that a lot of pharmacists we're not prepared to deal with that business aspect of pharmacy. So what I call the business of pharmacy is, if you notice when you go to the pharmacy and you start doing your dispensing and whatnot, you find that if you pay attention to the billing, pharmacy doesn't make money from dispensing drugs. There's no big markup. The only markup you get is from your over-the-counter products. So we can't mark up our everyday drugs or Ozempic or insulins or whatever. They are not marked up extensively. I'm speaking for Canada, so if you're not in Canada, it doesn't apply to you. So in Canada, we don't make money from dispensing drugs. Where we do make money, where pharmacy makes money, is from the professional services. So things like MedCheck, pharmaceutical opinions, minor ailments, injections. Those are the 4 main things that we do that we make money from. So that's why the corporate pharmacies push for our pharmacists to do these services, because we are a liability. Pharmacist is a liability to the business because you have to pay your pharmacist. So because we're getting such high pay, we're considered a liability. So you have to make money in order to pay your workers and still make a profit. So hence, you find that pharmacists come into this business of pharmacy, and we know nothing about selling products. We don't know anything about these business part of pharmacy. So we think that if we dispense 300 prescriptions and we counsel so many patients, we have done our job. But that is not counted, because that doesn't bring in the money as the other services. Unfortunately, that is the reality of the pharmacy business. So I think how we can fix this going forward is pharmacy schools should be preparing our young graduates to do sales and do marketing and understand the business of pharmacy, so that when we go out into the pharmacy world and we are working with other people or even running our own businesses, we understand how pharmacy makes money and how to integrate the pharmacist, the profession of pharmacy with the business of pharmacy, so that we're successful in our jobs. And then that will kind of solve some of these issues that we're having, where people go into workplaces and we're pressured and we feel that, oh, we're not appreciated or we're not valued. And this is one of the main problems that I have found from my experience in the pharmacy business in Canada. So if you have any comments, I would appreciate if you put any inputs, any comment in the section below. If you're in the pharmacy industry and you have an experience that you want to share, you can put it in the comment section below. I would appreciate your feedback. So thank you for listening to me. It's Carrie the Chemist. Have a blessed day. Thank you for listening. Bye.